Great Saturday morning. Happy January 16th, 2021. To God be the glory for yet another beautiful opportunity to do His will, to read His word, and to come up a level. We are in a chapter which talks about building a place for the Lord and also bringing gifts to Him. You know, back in the day, He told the Israelites to bring presents. We just finished celebrating the Christmas season, and we know about the wise men bringing the frankincense and myrrh. And maybe you all received gifts. Maybe you all got gift cards. I don't know. But back then, they presented gifts like olive oil and goat's hair and leather and jewels. But then something the Lord said, which really struck me today, because I'm doing this late because I was typing an email to our community leader. He's called an alderman, and I was just talking about improvements to the neighborhood and changes, etc. And the Lord wants us to be good stewards of our property, what we are entrusted with temporarily, and He wants us to be in place so that we can make improvements and make a great quality of living for families that extends out to generations and to heirs and everyone. But in Ex.25, I believe verse 8, it says, "And let them make me a sanctuary." Right? That's a place where God's Spirit dwells. Any place, your home, your apartment, your trailer, wherever, your car, wherever you are, that place should be a sanctuary because God is in the midst of that space. So, if anything, we should manage and beautify that space to make sure that the Lord's presence is right there. So we don't keep it any type of way. We don't just like let it become run down. Something about the migrants from the Great Migration, you know, at the turn of the century, when so many of our ancestors came from down south and came north, right? I don't care if they moved into the hood and it was substandard housing. We know it would be a kitchenette and they would have to use it as a bedroom and subdivide. You better believe that the place was clean and in order, because that's our heritage. I know my grandparents, I always talk about my grandmothers. You walk into both of their homes and it was always like a hotel. Hotel Hilton quality. And that's what the Lord wants us to do in the midst of where we are living. And He said, make me a sanctuary so that I would dwell. That's why I had my son just, shovel that snow, because we're stewards. We're here in the corner and we want to have high standards. What do you have to say about that as far as God wanting us to?
Maybe not specifically that, but when I was outside shoveling, I was thinking like, how can you like still be the best without like, having the best house? Ooh. And I was thinking like, you don't have to like buy the best or whatever. You could just buy what you need and make it the best.
Yes.
Make it the best it can be. So I'm just thinking like, this may not be like the nicest house in like all of Chicago, but right. Like, you can make a garden in it. You can make sure that it's looking pristine and neat. So
yes.
That's never an excuse. Thinking you need a very nice house to be have quality.
Right? Because we know that our mansion is going to be in glory. That's our eternal reward. But in the meantime, let's be diligent. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do it with all thy might. That means put excellence in what we do. Wash dishes, garden, paint, right? So that God can be glorified in that space. And it says in Psalm 16, we would have gone to that. Verse 5, the Lord is our portion and our inheritance. Yeah, we might be heirs of something that was in a trust or a will, but our ultimate inheritance is the Lord. He's our portion. And yea, we have a goodly heritage. And because of that, we could bless the Lord, who will counsel us instruct us in the night seasons and the day seasons, in the sanctuary, in a place. Bloom where you are planted. The Lord has a reason why. And the temporary refuge that he gives us, in Psalms 46, we would have gone to that. God is our refuge and our strength, and he's our help. And he wants us to make our space a refuge so that he will dwell in the midst of us. And we know in verse 5 it says, God is in the midst of her. God is in the midst of him. God is in the midst of your home. Wherever you are, he is there. And he will not have us to be moved by whatever is going on around us. But he wants us to be a change agent for the community that he has placed us in. Amen. So that's why we are all activists. All right? Let's get busy doing the work of the Lord and make him the refuge forever.